everybody, this is Dave with No Chaser. And for today's topic, I was thinking about this phrase I've heard that people are addicted to chaos. Now, when I first heard that, I was like, that's not really the thing, right? Because chaos is messy and it's stressful, and why would anybody be addicted to that? But the more I thought about it in the lives of alcoholics and addicts, it makes a little bit more sense, because the chaos, like having your life in shambles or having your life always on edge, there is a sense of freedom in that. And the freedom I'm talking about is that when you have responsibilities, when you have accountability, those are things that hold you down. Those are things that you have to do. Like, you have to take care of your kids. You have to go in on work like on time. You have to pay your bills. You have to be at the same place, the same spot. You have to be with the same people. You have to do all these things. The order can feel restraining. And some people find comfort in order, but some people find a freedom in not having that order. And when you're dealing with like feelings and emotions and stress and all these things that life throws at you, it's much easier to think that this is all for naught. That this is all just like, who cares? Like, if none of this matters, kind of that attractive nihilism. Like, just think about it as, if I screw this up, it doesn't count, or it doesn't really mean anything. Now, the truth is that, especially when you're talking about like raising a family or being in a relationship or working towards a career, when you screw something up, you really do care about it, and that will come back. The alcohol or drugs can only mask that for so long, but that delusion of thinking that you can not care about something and just be in the, just in the mix of things, just be kind of a person just fluttering on the edge of randomness and just the chaos, as it says, is a attractive like idea to think that you could live that way. But I just think, at least for myself, most people truly can't live that way. And I remember, and this is something I brought up a lot, is that especially when it comes to drinking or drugs or just chasing the high or the drunk, it's the idea of the singleness of purpose, that everything will be okay as long as my life can be, chaotic and hectic and all this crazy stuff happening all over the place, but as long as I get my next drink or my next high, everything will be fine. And when you have order, when things are going well, there's even on a subconscious level, an understood notion that we're going to keep these things going, and you have to do these things day in and day out. And with that, like, sort of nudge is a sense of responsibility, and that sense of responsibility can cause, honestly, just a form of like discomfort. And like I always say, is that a lot of what drinking and using comes back to is just simply a reversion to discomfort. And I think about, like, some people, I joke a lot about, like, wouldn't it be nice just to like say screw it all and just go off and live in the woods or live under a bridge? You say that like half-heartedly, but there was times in like my sick, like actively drinking brain where I really thought, like, not thinking too far into the future, almost in like a sort of like really dark sense, like, it'd be great just to just let it all go and just not care about anything. Just have my life be just in complete shambles. Because again, that chaotic freedom seems appealing at the time. When you feel the stress, when you feel like people are leaning on you, when you have to take care of like work and responsibilities, all that stuff compounds. And that's where like that pressure that you feel is too much sometimes. And so that release of like the chaotic freedom of not caring about anything can be so attractive. And the thing is, it's ultimately hollow, because we need things in our life. We need responsibilities, we need meaning, we need purpose. And so when you are so used to it and you're so ingrained in living a life that does not have structure, that when you like start incorporating these things like a regular basis, and you have like disciplined like areas of your life and things are coming together, there's also a sense of unfamiliarity where maybe something bad is going to happen, and that can also like put forth anxiety. And sometimes, like, I'm the type of person where I would rather have the plot spoiled for me than be surprised too much by a twist. In that sense, where I would rather have, like, I would not want to get my hopes up and just have something happen and be bad, than the risk of me getting my hopes up and come crashing down. Even if there's a chance that something can turn out good, there's an opportunity that something can turn out good. I think that's another thing that people, like some people say alcoholism and addiction is a family disease, and so people grow up and they live in a world of chaos so much that they're not used to a certain sense of order, and that scary new feeling is too much for them. And so there's even a comfort in chaos that can come back to it. And so, there's a bunch of themes in here mixed into it, like the addiction to chaos. It's an aversion to discomfort, the quote unquote freedom in chaos, and the idea that you can live a life where you pretend that you don't care about things, but you ultimately do, because we want love, we want responsibility, we want purpose, we want meaning. And that instant gratification can look so appealing in the moment, but to fight that off can be just so difficult, especially when things pile up, especially when things look hopeless. So, I thought I'd just make this little video for that idea of like the addicted to chaos thing. That always sounded silly to me, but as I reflect more and more about it, I realize that sometimes it would be nice to have my life just be like a let go balloon, like just going in any direction, nothing matters, but I want things to matter. Anyways, so I have a no chaser email. It is, I'll put it like here or here somewhere in the video editing. No chaser email is nochaser2022@gmail.com. Send me ideas. Send me topics if you want. We can also hook up. Like, I have tiers that I can talk to you further about if we do hook up through the email about, just having a one-on-one session, just meeting some of the people that like my videos. I'd be super interested in that. I'm gonna do that with one of the people that comments a lot on the videos. I'm super excited about that. So other than that, be well.